Hey everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 4, Episode 3, Brothers. So I think it's really interesting that the previous episode, Family, was all about different families on board the Enterprise and connecting with the people that they haven't been with. Whereas this episode, and Data wasn't in that episode. Part of me thinks he wasn't in that one because he was busy filming this one, because this episode is mostly all about Data and his family. In fact, Brent Spiner plays 3 different roles in this episode. He plays Data, the return of his evil twin brother Lore, and then their father Soong. So it's really interesting to see Brent Spiner really branching out and playing 3 different characters all at the same time. Like, I kind of wish I could interview Brent Spiner someday and actually say, hey, so what was this like? And this episode starts to plant some seeds for a lot of stuff that comes around later. Lore will make a return. Soong, even though he dies at the end of this episode, he makes a return. And then most notably, Data's emotion chip is first introduced in this episode. It comes back throughout the series, and then it comes back in a big way in Star Trek the movie, Generations. So I thought it was really interesting that this is the first little glimpse that we see of it. And this also has a flashback of the pilot, the encounter at Farpoint. So when we very first see Data, Riker walks into the holodeck and Data's up standing on a tree trying to whistle. In this episode, Soong's making him do little tricks to see how functioning he is. And at one point he says, whistle something. And Data tries to whistle the same tune. It's Pop Goes the Weasel. So I liked how they kept that in continuity. Overall, it's a good episode. It's a really interesting episode. I like Data, and I like kind of his backstory and dealing with Lore and Soong. But yeah, overall, Brent Spiner is what really makes this episode. If you saw the live video I did with other Mod Joshua, we talked a lot about Brent Spiner and how much I love his acting ability. I think he's just a phenomenal actor. If you guys have seen this one, what did you guys think about it? Do you guys like Lore? Do you guys like the evil twin thing? And then Soong, at this point, it's just Data's father, but even when we get into Enterprise, Brent Spiner comes back as one of Soong's ancestors, like his grandfather, great-grandfather or something. So we see a lot of this family going on. So if you guys have seen this, go ahead, let me know what you guys think about it. What did you guys think about Data and Soong and Brent Spiner as an actor in general? Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for Suddenly Human.